Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most powerful functions in Excel, and that is the XLOOKUP function. I put together this data table on the left side of the screen to go through this function, so let's go ahead and get started. So for this first example, let's say we want to type in a state and have Excel return that state's highest elevation. So here I've got a state input box and a highest elevation result box. I'm going to type equals to get our XLOOKUP function. And first, I'm going to choose the lookup value. So we're going to be looking up the state name here. The lookup array is what Excel is going to be looking at to match our lookup value. So the array is going to be the states, and the return array is going to be the elevation, since we're going to have Excel look for the state and then return the elevation. It is best practice to put in not found at the end of your formula in case there's some sort of typo in the input. All right, so you can see once we put in the state of California, it returns an elevation of 14,505 feet. If I was to change this to Texas, for example, we would get an expected 8751 for the elevation. The next thing we're going to do is put in the state to this table and return the region. Going to do that by pulling up our XLOOKUP function. And once again, our lookup value is the state input here. Our array it's going to look for that state name is in the state array. And the lookup array that is going to return is the region. And like I mentioned before, we want the not found to be in the end as a good practice in case there's some sort of error. As you can see, once we put in Florida, we get Southeast in return. If I was to put in Colorado, we would get the mountain region. All right, now here's where XLOOKUP really starts pulling away from VLOOKUP. With VLOOKUP, you can only search left to right. So if what you need is on the left side of your column, VLOOKUP can't do it, but XLOOKUP can. In this example, I'm going to once again get our XLOOKUP. Our lookup value is we're going to input a highest elevation and see which state that connects to. So our lookup value is our highest elevation here. The array it's going to look for this number in is there, and the lookup array or the return array is going to be the state column. And once again, we're going to put in our not found at the end of the formula. As you can see with the 14,505 here in the highest elevation, we get California back. And if I put in 345, it'll give us Florida in return. All right, final example, and this one is my favorite. Let's say we don't just want the region or just the elevation, we want everything that pertains to that state. So once again, I'm going to put in our XLOOKUP function. Our lookup value is going to be Colorado. The lookup array is once again going to be these states, and the return array is going to be this entire table. And once again, we do the not found as good practice. And now you can see, once I put in Colorado for the state, I get all of the information up for Colorado. And if I was to switch this to Alaska, for example, it would change all of the outputs to match that for Alaska. So that's XLOOKUP. That was a pretty quick video. It's simple to use, pretty powerful, and way more flexible than VLOOKUP. If this helped, let me know in the comments. If there's another Excel feature you want to see, then tell me and I'll make it happen. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.